6:10 now on this Thursday morning. A petition to change Frisco's liquor laws could be submitted today. Organizers say they've collected more than 11,000 signatures. That's enough, they say, to force a vote on the issue. The group, backed by the Frisco Committee for Economic Growth, wants to legalize all alcohol sales in Frisco. They hope to get the issue on the ballot in May.
The circus has rolled back into town, and for the next few weeks, you and your family can enjoy Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. CBS 11's Elizabeth Din is live at the American Airlines Center, where the fun kicks off in just a few hours. Elizabeth, you've mastered juggling, you've mastered the tricycle. What's next now?
Well, this is a lyra, Gilma, and this requires also some dexterity. And Scarlett, maybe good hair might help as well. So we're going to have an actual performer go in one of these things. And do you think I can hang upside down, Tim? Should I try? No, don't do it. Okay, I should just sit back like a normal person here. So we're actually going to have a real performer who does this come and show us what this is all about. We still got the clowns clowning around. How does he balance on the ball with those giant shoes? I don't know. Maybe the shoes help. We're going to tell you about this. And just remember, folks in Tarrant County, even though we're in Dallas, we'll tell you how you can catch this amazing show as well. Russ and Gilma?
And she really looked out with this assignment today.
Yes, she did.
Having so much fun. 6:11 in the morning. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Kind of wanted to see her upside down, though, to see how that went. But
I know.
Maybe next time.
Well, clowns from Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus paid a special visit to a local hospital. They brought face paint and cotton candy to Children's Hospital yesterday. The circus also presented a $5,000 check for the hospital's Funniatrics program. Poor results in a crash test have one automaker redesigning 2 of its vehicles.
And dozens of people dangling from a bridge in Oregon right now. What this stunt is all about, that's coming up at 6:24.
Welcome back. It's 6:14 on this Thursday morning. A couple of safety alerts for drivers this morning. More than 30,000 Mini Coopers are under recall because they're failing crash tests. The issues involve 2014 and 2015 Mini Cooper and Cooper S hardtop 2-door cars. Side impact crashes put backseat passengers at the highest risk of injury. Dealers can fix the problem, though. Recall notices will go out to owners in September. Call your service department once yours arrives in the mail. And Ford will redesign some of its F-150 pickup trucks. This after the Super Cab version scored poorly in a frontal crash test by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. The institute reports the aluminum used to build the pickup is safe, but the design in the steel frame may need work. Ford says it will improve the design of the Super Cab and regular cabs next year, so both models perform well in front crashes.
6:15 right now, and you know, National Cheesecake Day is back again. Cheesecake lovers can head out to the Cheesecake Factory locations across North Texas for half-priced slices. They're also introducing their newest flavor, salted caramel. The mouth-watering dessert features caramel cheesecake with a creamy caramel mousse on a blonde brownie topped with salted caramel. Sounds pretty good.
I know what I'm doing for dinner.
Special runs all day today. You know, interest rates may be going up, but when? And the federal government's taking a closer look at a popular university. Jill Wagner is on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange with today's Money Watch report. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Russ. And I just got hungry from that cheesecake story. Anyway, the Federal Reserve says it is close to raising interest rates, but not yet. Analysts are expecting a rate hike in September. Investors like what they heard. The Dow jumped 121 points yesterday. The Nasdaq gained about 22 points. Falling oil prices are taking a toll on Shell's bottom line. It is the latest oil company to say its earnings for the second quarter are way down. Shell's dropped 25%, although the company still made about $3.9 billion. Shell says it expects to cut more than 6,000 jobs this year. The FTC is investigating the University of Phoenix over possible deceptive or unfair business practices. The university's for-profit online program is popular with veterans. Since 2009, it's collected more than $488 million in tuition and fees from GI assistance programs. Russ.
You know, Jill, we hear that Google wants to help users avoid crowds at restaurants and shops. So how's it going about doing that?
Well, the tech giant is launching a new search feature. It works by using location data from shoppers' cell phones. It's similar to how Google would measure traffic congestion. Google says it could tell users the busiest rush hours at millions of locations so they can avoid them. Russ?
Yeah, probably at dinner time for most of the restaurants, I would think. All right, Jill, thank you so much.
All right, guys, time now 6:17. We've got some breaking news for you guys in Dallas. Over at Forest, you're going to want to avoid Forest Lane, making your way just east of 75 Central Expressway. A DART bus collided with a light pole out there. And we have Jake Shannon out there live on the scene with some more details. What do you have for us, Jake?
Well, they're actually keeping us back just a little bit, actually for safety. You can see the live images we're bringing back. That DART bus actually sheared off the pole at the base. Now, investigators and power crews just arrived, but again, they're trying to keep people back. They've got that one eastbound inside lane closed. It probably will remain closed for quite a while those power companies are able to shore up that power pole. Good news is nobody was hurt. We're going to try to find out some more additional information as to how this happened coming up. Live with Mobile 11, Jake Shannon, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jake. Now, as we take a look at maps here, obviously, as Jake just mentioned, this is on the eastbound lanes. Westbound could get a little slow, though, if you're trying to make your way over to 75 Central Expressway, since it's just to the east of it. So if I were you, I would avoid using Forest Lane to get onto 75 Central Expressway. You can use Royal instead, or even 635 LBJ. All of the construction cleared for 635, so now we're completely green in that entire stretch. Right now, though, we want to check in with Scott for a weather update. It's going to be hot again.
It is going to be a hot one, and we are kind of encouraging you to maybe carpool this morning because we do have an ozone action alert day. Lisa's going to have more on that coming up in just a few minutes. But right now outside, our Arlington sky cam shows 75 degrees. So we do have some sunshine. Greeny Dallas sky cam, beautiful sunrise developing again. But it's going to be a very hot day ahead. Our temperature is possibly the hottest that we've felt this year so far. Right now, not too bad in Keller at 73 in Flower Mound, to 83 at DFW. We have 82 in downtown Dallas and 81 in Grand Prairie. Fort Worth also in the low 80s to about 79 in Allen. So our temperatures are going to continue to warm their way on up to the triple digits today. You see lots of clear skies sitting overhead, and it feels like temperature this morning not too bad, mid 80s for us in Fort Worth and in Dallas. So you can kind of feel that humidity that's out there. Hour by hour, we climb our way to 93 degrees right around noon, up to 102 this afternoon with mostly sunny skies. We're going to see that pollution really just hanging in the sky for us. That heat index value 103 to 105, and a small rain chance is in the forecast with the front working its way through. So those feel like temperatures possibly up to 110 up in Paris to 106 to 107 over in East Texas. So going through the day today, that's something there's a little bit of concern about. From noon until 7, there is a heat advisory that is in effect. But we talked about an ozone action alert day. That's the first one this year, Lisa. So exactly what does that mean and what do we need to be aware of?
Well, first of all, the reason why we have the ozone action day, Scott, is because of the heat developing today, the sunshine and all the pollution. So as we take a look at the chart, we're in that unhealthy for sensitive groups today. So if you have asthma or you are sensitive to this, make sure you just stay indoors throughout the majority of the day. This is happening all across the majority of the Metroplex, Parker over to Kaufman County. So basically, we just have high levels of pollution. It's very unhealthy, excuse me. So try to carpool, pack the lunch, Scott, because you don't want to head outdoors later on this afternoon to add to this problem.
Yeah, as much as you don't have to be in your car today, the better for us. So we do have that heat advisory, as I talked about, off to the east, but we have some relief. Cold front is on the way. It's a weak one and not a huge, strong cool down on the way, but we'll see that wind shift. There's a small chance of a couple of showers today, but I think the better bet's going to be going through Friday. The front works its way through by tomorrow morning, then into the afternoon hours. There's a chance of some isolated showers, maybe a couple of storms popping up, and then that all fizzles its way on out. But after that, it feels just a bit better going into Saturday, so soak that up. 95 degrees on Sunday, back to 99, and then Russ and Gilma back into the next week, back into the triple digits.
All right, we are going to soak it up. All right, Scott, thanks. The economy is rebounding, so why are millennials staying at home?
And developing right now, evacuations in California. How many people have been hurt due to the wildfires there? You're watching CBS 11 News as we head to break at 6:21. Here's a look at tonight's primetime lineup. We'll be right back.
Started with a big bang. Since the dawn